The History of République Française, 20 centime coin 1976, an interesting story. In the heart of Europe, where revolutions shaped nations and symbols of liberty inspired generations, lies a small but meaningful piece of French heritage, the 20 centimes coin of 1976 from the République Française. This humble aluminum bronze coin, no larger than a fingernail, carries within its design the echoes of the French Revolution, the rebuilding of post-war France, and the everyday life of citizens during the Fifth Republic. It represents the democratic spirit of a modern nation. Its story is one of national pride, economic practicality, and artistic symbolism. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Old World Coins Vault. Here we bring you the oldest, the rarest, and the most mysterious coins from around the world. Do you want to know? Which coin is worth millions? Which coin is hiding one of history's biggest secrets? And which coin looks ordinary today, but could make you rich tomorrow? So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's open the Old World Coins Vault. After World War II, France underwent massive reconstruction under the Fifth Republic. Established in 1958 under President Charles de Gaulle, the old franc system needed modernization. In 1960, a new franc was introduced where one new franc equaled 100 old francs, simplifying the economy. Small denomination coins like 5, 10, and 20 centimes were introduced starting in 1962 to handle daily transactions. In this new decimal system, the 20 centimes coin was part of this series, KM 930. It was minted in large numbers at the Monnaie de Paris, Paris Mint, later moving operations to Pessac. In 1976 specifically, over 117 to 610,000 to 117 645 711 pieces were produced, making it one of the most common dates. It was created for practical circulation to facilitate small purchases like bread, newspapers, or metro tickets during an era of economic growth known as the Trente Glorieuses, 30 glorious years. France was modernizing, joining the European economic community, and building a stronger welfare state. The design was a collaborative effort by talented French engravers. Obverse, front, designed by Henri Albert. Lagrifaul, often signed as Lagrifaul. He created the iconic portrait of Marianne. Reverse, back, designed by Adrien Dieudonné. These artists worked under the Monnaie de Paris, a historic institution dating back centuries, responsible for crafting France's money with precision and artistry. The coin's composition is aluminum bronze, weighing about 4 grams, diameter 23.5 mm plain edge, chosen for durability and low cost. Turn the coin to the front and you meet Marianne, the enduring national emblem of France. She appears in left profile, a strong yet graceful woman wearing the Phrygian cap, bonnet rouge, a soft cap symbolizing freedom since Roman times and popularized during the 1789 French Revolution. Her hair flows dynamically, evoking movement and the winds of change. Surrounding her is the inscription République Française, French Republic, affirming the democratic ideals born from the revolution's cry of liberté, égalité, fraternité. Marianne represents the republic itself, not a queen or emperor, but the spirit of the people. Different engravers have depicted her over time, but Le Griffel's version for these centimes coins is elegant and approachable, suitable for pocket change. She embodies reason, liberty, and the triumph of the common citizen over tyranny. This image has roots in the French Revolution, when statues and paintings of Marianne replaced royal symbols. By 1976, she stood for a stable, secular republic navigating Cold War tensions and European unity. Backside, reverse. Symbols of prosperity and values. Flip to the reverse, and you see practical France. The denomination 20 centimes is prominently displayed, with the year 1976 below or integrated. Encircling it are a sprig of wheat or grain, symbolizing agriculture, abundance, and the breadbasket of France. An olive branch or laurel, representing peace, victory, and the Mediterranean heritage of France. The national motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, proudly arches above, reminding every holder of the core values of the Republic. This side is functional yet poetic, money that teaches civic lessons. The design reflects France's identity as a farming nation recovering from war, emphasizing self-sufficiency and harmony, The 1976 coin emerged during a pivotal time. Valéry Giscard d'Estaing was president 1974-1981, focusing on modernization, women's rights, and economic stability amid the 1973 oil crisis. France was shifting from colonial power to European partner. Coins like this circulated alongside cultural icons. Think of the films of Truffaut, the music of Gainsbourg, or the rise of high-speed trains. This coinage system lasted until the euro's introduction in 2002, when France bid farewell to the franc. Many 20 centimes coins were melted or collected, but millions survived as souvenirs. The 20 centimes coin of 1976 is more than just currency. It is a tiny ambassador of French Republican values. Marianne, the central figure on the obverse, has a fascinating history that stretches back to the French Revolution of 1789. During the Revolution, the monarchy was overthrown, and the people needed new symbols to represent the nation. Marianne emerged as a personification of liberty and reason. She often appeared in paintings, statues, and prints wearing the Phrygian cap, the same cap worn by freed slaves in ancient Rome and later adopted by revolutionaries as a sign of breaking free from tyranny. Henri Albert Lagriffoul, 1907-1981. The sculptor who designed this particular Marianne was a renowned French artist. He won the prestigious Prix de Rome in 1932 and created many public monuments. His version of Marianne for the Centime coins, used from 1962 onwards, is youthful, determined, and elegant, reflecting the optimism of post-war France. Every time a French citizen in the 1970s used this coin to buy a baguette or pay for a newspaper, they literally held the republic in their hands. On the reverse, the work of Adrien Dieudonné, 1912-1982, beautifully complements the design. The combination of wheat agriculture and prosperity and olive laurel branch, peace, and victory tells a story of a France that survived 2 world wars and was now focused on growth and European cooperation. The motto, liberté, égalité, fraternité, was not just decoration. It was a daily reminder of the principles that define modern France. These coins educated generations about civic duty while facilitating commerce. Imagine 1976. France was in the middle of the Trente Glorieuses, 30 years of rapid economic growth. President Valéry Giscard d'Estaing promoted modernization, abortion rights, and closer ties with Europe. The country was dealing with the effects of the 1973 oil crisis, rising inflation and social changes. Young people listened to disco and French pop, while factories produced cars like the Renault 5. The 20 centimes coin was part of everyday pocket change alongside 10 and 50 centimes pieces. This coin circulated widely until the introduction of the euro in 2002. When France switched currencies, billions of old francs were withdrawn, but many 20 centimes coins survived in drawers, collections, or as souvenirs brought home by tourists. Many collectors love these coins not for their monetary value, but for the nostalgia they carry. Some stories include grandparents giving coins to grandchildren as a piece of old France, travelers finding them in flea markets, marché aux puces in Paris, numismatists, coin collectors, building complete sets of Marianne coins from 1962 to 2001. There are also error coins, misstrikes, off-center minting, that are rarer and more valuable to specialists. However, a standard 1976 20 centimes is extremely common due to its high mintage. According to reliable sources like NGC and Numista, the 1976 20 centimes had a mintage of approximately 117,645,711 pieces. This makes it one of the highest mintage years. Circulated condition, usually worth 10 to 200 USD. Uncirculated, BU, around 100 to 2,000 US dollar. Gem uncirculated, MS65 plus, can reach 5,000 to 500,000 US dollar. In top grades, proof or special sets, slightly higher but still modest. Sometimes a coin may have a mint error, a mistake made during the minting process. When coins are produced, machines create thousands or even millions of coins at the same time. Occasionally, a small mistake happens during production, and that tiny error can turn an ordinary coin into one of the rarest coins in the world. For example, A double strike error happens when the design is stamped twice on the coin. An off-center strike occurs when part of the design is missing and the image appears shifted to one side. Sometimes a coin is accidentally struck on the wrong metal, known as a wrong metal error. Other errors like die cracks or die breaks can create unusual lines or shapes on the coin's surface. Coins with these minting errors are produced in very small numbers. That's why collectors around the world search for them. In history, many error coins have sold for thousands, and sometimes even millions of dollars at auctions. So if you have an old coin, examine it carefully. It might not be an ordinary coin. It could be a rare error coin that could change your life. Because sometimes, a small mistake becomes the greatest treasure. Sometimes minor minting errors can appear on coins, such as off-center strike. The design appears slightly shifted to one side. Weak strike. The image or text looks faint or blurry. Crack. Thin crack-like lines appear on the coin. Clipped planche. Part of the coin's edge appears cut off. How much can these errors be worth? Normal coin, around 50 to 1,000 US$. Small or minor error, around $5,000 to $500,000. Clear and attractive error, 10 to 13 millions. Dollar or more, in rare cases. Important note: because this coin was produced in very large quantities, most of its errors are usually not highly valuable, unless the error is very clear, rare and unique. Its true value lies in history, beauty, and the story it represents. When the euro replaced the franc, it marked the end of an era. Yet coins like this 1976, 20 centimes continue to connect us to France's rich past, from the revolution to the modern republic. They remind us how small objects can carry big ideas of freedom, equality, and national identity.